We'll start out with one that's not so positive. It was on a video I just released. Brett James says, we enjoy your format, but it's very frustrating to watch your review wines and realize we have almost zero access to them. Brett, I don't know what market you're in. That is the problem with small artisanal wines. My goal is to get people to savor and enjoy high quality wines, not supermarket wines from humongous big brands that are made more in a factory or more industrial type of wines. Some of the greatest producers in the wine world make tiny quantities of wine. We're talking 40 to 100,000 bottles per year. While it sounds like a lot, that's not a lot when you talk about those wines need to be sold domestically and go around the world. In the United States, every state is different. For instance, Pennsylvania is a monopoly. You can only buy wine through the state-controlled stores, which I think is a bit archaic. Historically in the US, the biggest markets are the Northeast, namely New York, Boston, the South, and Florida, and then the West and California. The wines are in my videos. If they can be found on wine.com, I put a link in the description box. My intention with this channel was not for you to purchase the wines that are specifically on the channel. I really wanted to work to open your mind up to the wonders of the wine world, get people to try new things, drink outside the box. The cool thing about wine is a treasure hunt. When you find those awesome small producers, they're harder to seek out, they're harder to find, but they're more worth it in the end. I love this comment by Riedel. I don't know, I think that's how I pronounce your name. Sorry. You comment often. I'm a wine snob, but towards wine experts that only drink 3 of the most popular regions of the world, Bordeaux, Burgundy, and Champagne, with a laughy face. I agree. Wine is funny. The wine media, wine spectator, even myself, I notice if Bordeaux is in the title, it's going to do well. It's going to get views. Burgundy and Champagne are more luxury products, so they get eyeballs. The most popular wines in the world get eyeballs. When I started my website, started writing, started even this YouTube channel, I was talking about real exotic, obscure wine regions, and they were getting no views whatsoever. It's unfortunate. The people that spend a lot of money in wines historically have bought the most famous wine regions in the world, and they don't really want to change that much. They want to buy what they like. This to me is a comment that hit home. It was about a sponsored video that I did about Avignonesi and Beyond di Santi. It was a sponsored video, but they didn't have any say in what the content actually was. They didn't even get to look at the video before I released it. To me, it was one of the 2 greatest videos that I've ever produced. It has not gotten the most views, but it was the one that I was the most proud of. He says, Avignonesi is a super special wine brand for me. The Vino Nobile di Montepulciano was always the favorite for my wife and I for special occasions, and when I lost her in 2018, the wines took on an even deeper meaning. 2019 and 21, I was lucky to be living in Florence at the time and went to Avignonesi Winery in Valdiano. The staff were amazing. I was able to sprinkle some of our ashes in the Latonda vineyard and spend some time reflecting there. I was also able to enjoy a fantastic behind-the-scenes winery tour. Avignonesi will always be special to me. Thank you for this episode, which prompted so many good memories. The reason that I'm doing this channel is not only about wine. Yes, I love wine, I love culture, I love people. It's to make connections, to help inspire people, maybe put a little ray of sunshine in a gloomy day. This to me shows why wine can be so powerful. It's something that can be shared between friends, family members, loved one, obviously, as Trevor did here. I was hit pretty hard when that comment came out. When that video was first released, I was dating somebody at the time, and she showed one of her clients the video. And one of her clients cried because it reminded her of a visit to Tuscany with her sister before her sister passed away. So, Trevor, thank you for that. Another was a comment from a direct message I just received on Instagram yesterday. Matt Bisbano. He said, hi, my girlfriend and I started watching your wine journey a little over a year ago, and we happened to stumble upon your YouTube channel. Our nightly ritual is to have dinner together and watch one of your videos. So I'm here to thank you for all the content that you provide. Big thank you for all the content you produce. We really enjoy your videos. That to me is why I've always been a fan of YouTube. To me, it's amazing that you can make an impact or be a part of somebody's life that you haven't even met from somewhere across the globe. So thank you for that, Matt. Along those same lines of the connections, I did this video a long time ago when I was just starting. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I was just shooting with an iPhone and some wireless mics. I went to Friuli Venezia Giulia to visit a number of producers, including Ronca di Ciela, a producer that I love. They saved the grape Schioppettino. I just got this comment recently in an old video. It said, we tasted with Ivan and the family today of Ronca di Ciela. They asked me how we knew about Ronca di Ciela, and we brought up your video. They remember you fondly. It's cool. That to me, it's cool because it made a connection, A, with a producer that I respect, I like very much, and then B, introduce somebody to a brand new winery, a small family winery that I believe we should support in the wine business. Here's one I did about Montefalco Rosso. Montefalco Rosso is a red wine blend from Umbria in Italy. It's one of the most underrated Italian wines in my opinion. Carpet Riedel Funk? That's a cool handle. I showcased some of the wines, and he or she said only one of these was available in my area, which was both disappointing but not surprising. The Tenuta Alzatura, owned by the Cecchi family. So I purchased 2 to give it a try. Well, I just went back last night and bought the rest. So cool. This wine retails for under 20 bucks in the US, under 10 bucks in Europe. There are so many wines being made around the world. They're just stellar and just need more notoriety, and to me, that's really cool. That's what this channel is all about. Here's another one. I was about 5 years into YouTube, and I decided to take YouTube more seriously. I made a video on how to open a wine bottle with a waiter's corkscrew. It's a funny video, but it gets a lot of views. My hair's like crazy. Allison Sturgeon said, my friend and I have been on the kitchen floor for 10 minutes trying to open this stupid thing. This has saved us from trying to open it with a hair straightener. So I'm glad I could make an impact. I saved people from getting hurt, and I saved a wine bottle, so that's good, right? Another one about YouTube that's a connection. This is a sommelier that lives in Malta. I think she's American. She sent me this direct message, say, hi, I just want to send a big thank you your way. I originally got wine because of my dad. But as I've furthered my wine journey into a career sometimes, I find it hard to explain to him the concepts I now find basic. I sent him a few of your videos, for example, the one about Report and Corvin. He loved it. I'm so grateful to you for making videos that not only I enjoy, but give me a vocabulary to talk to my dad about wine. Thank you. Happy holidays. This happens a lot of times when you get excited about wine. A lot of people, 99% of wine drinkers like it. They think it's a wonderful beverage. They don't really want to know any more beyond that. Us weird, crazy people, the 1%, go above and beyond. Wine is simple in essence, but it is real complicated too. I don't even talk about wine with my loved ones or friends and family very much because I can see their eyes just start to glaze over and roll in the back of their head. I even had a good friend one time said, are you even passionate about wine? When I was talking to him, and I was like, yeah, I just don't talk about wine with you. I started my professional career as a chiropractor. One of the developers of chiropractor was a philosopher. He had a quote that said, you never know what you may think, say, or do today will affect the lives of millions tomorrow. Now, I'm not saying I'm affecting the lives of millions, but everything that you put out there can be a ripple effect. And look, I didn't even know. Maybe it helped out with the relationship between a father and a daughter. Another thing I love about these comments is my goal for the channel was to build community. I really love answering the comments, even when I was in private practice. A lot of running a big successful practice wasn't necessarily about how you take care of people. It was about creating a community, a safe place where people would come in and they could feel safe, they could feel warm, healing could occur. And that's what I'm trying to do to some extent in the comment section. As the channel starts to grow, I'm starting to actually think about how I might get kind of sad as I try to answer every single comment on the long videos. As the channel starts to blow up, maybe I won't be able to get to as many comments as I used to, but I'm going to try to read and answer as many of them as I can. It's not all positive. I couldn't go back and find the comment, but somewhere around the summer of 2022, somebody put a comment that said my voice had too much treble compared to other content creators and it didn't sound as good. And that really hurt me. I'm usually not hurt by negative comments. I get a lot of negative comments. I got a lot of negative emails when I was writing about wines from border regions. But for some reason this hit home because it was true. And once he said that, I went back. I couldn't listen to any of my videos. I was using a high quality mic, but my voice gives off a lot of semblance, like with the S's, a lot of hissing noises. So I went and bought a new microphone. I learned how to process audio a lot better. I do everything myself. So I'm thankful for that comment. A lot of people don't realize how much it takes when you're a solo content creator. If I have 3 cameras going, I've got the lighting, I've got the audio going on, plus I have to concentrate on the tasting, I have to concentrate on delivering the content. A lot of people can say, yes, I know it's hard. Trust me. Try to create a YouTube video or try to film yourself. It's incredibly difficult. Not to say that I haven't enjoyed the process. I've learned a ton. I've taught myself how to edit in Final Cut Pro. I've taught myself how to shoot video manually. I've taught myself how to be better with lighting, how to be better with audio. Robert Ramos said, I'm a big fan of your channel. Enjoy the delivering content. You have a great way of sharing your expertise without making me feel like an idiot for missing out on some great wines. That's the goal of the channel. I don't want this to be a snobbery channel. I'm just trying to show you exciting wines, unique grapes, unique regions that maybe you should be enjoying. Of course, I have to sprinkle in some more well-known wines. I will revive some of the wine shopping series. I'm going to go to Costco, pick up some wines, have some videos with some more supermarkets, some more inexpensive wines, but that's not the goal of this channel. The goal of this channel is to get you more excited to drink what I believe is the most delicious beverage on the planet, from producers that give their heart, soul, their blood, sweat, and tears into putting great juice into the glass. I don't take these comments for granted because I was posting videos for 5 years consistently on YouTube and basically getting no comments, so I really enjoy getting the feedback now. My favorite group of comments on a specific video was one I released last year called Is Wine Doomed? I responded and reacted to a few articles talking about how wine consumption is going down around the world. I think there were close to 200 comments on that video, real thoughtful comments. You guys were awesome. The level, the depth of the comments there was fantastic. I can't go over all those comments. That would be like an entire episode, so check it out. I'll leave a link below. Weekend at Bernie's, great handle. Funny movie from, that was the late 80s or early 90s. He said, hey Matthew, thanks for the videos. Your humility really sets you apart. There's so much snottiness and arrogance in the trade. I get that 100%, not only for consumers, but for me as well. When I transitioned from my career as a chiropractor to start traveling and then to think, oh, maybe I should start talking about wine, man, I received a lot of snottiness, arrogance from some of the old timers in the trade. There's a lot of gatekeepers in the wine business, and especially the wine writing, the media space. Also, I had the thing where I was a little bit younger than some of them, plus I was an American. I wasn't all dressed up in a suit or anything like that. And I think that's unfortunate. It really holds the wine industry back. Now we're seeing the results of that as wine consumption is falling all around the world. I believe the wine industry has done a very poor job at creating new consumers. The rising prices doesn't help at all. I'm hoping that this channel does its part, at least in a small way, to raise the awareness of how wonderful this beverage is. I have another comment from Welsh Toro. He's in Spain. I love his comment. It says, this is a video that I did where AI wrote the script. He said, great video. We want you and not some AI crud. I want a human being in response. Wine is a natural process and has to be appreciated as such. The taste of human beings is involved and a program will never do. They can review, but they aren't anything I'm interested in. I believe that that's the power of YouTube. That's why you see a lot of video podcasts starting to blow up. It's raw, it's connection. I think that's what we're all craving in life, is a deeper sense of connection with human beings. AI is a powerful tool, but that's why I believe YouTube is awesome. I feel like I can be a part of people's lives and I can scale it by just doing these videos, so I'm gonna keep doing them. I really enjoy it. Keep leaving the comments. I'm gonna try to respond to as many of them as I can. Keep drinking adventurously, and I'll see you soon.